My children, the approaching day, October 11th, will be a day like no other, a day when the heavens will open to reveal what the world has been waiting for, but also a day when the souls of those who have been called will be tested. The time that is coming is not just a marker of days on the calendar. It is a time to confront the truth and accept the destiny each of us has chosen. This is an urgent message, a divine calling, and I know that, by God's grace, you will be able to hear. My children, this call is not a coincidence. The reason you are hearing these words is not an accident, nor is it something to be ignored. October 11th is not simply a date in time. It is the turning point for those who seek the truth, for those who are ready to confront the divine and the eternal. Every word you hear, every moment you live, brings you closer to the revelation that is about to come. The heavens are preparing you, and you, my child, are being chosen to know the truth that only a few will be able to understand. It is no secret that the world is in the midst of great changes, and these changes are not only physical, my child, they are spiritual. Humanity is being called to awaken, to look beyond appearances, to see beyond the visible. October 11th will be a day when the future will be revealed, a day when every soul will be confronted with its own truth. Those who are ready to embrace the divine light will be enlightened, but those who remain in darkness, those who shun the truth, will find that the time has come to face their destiny. My son, it is important for you to know that this message is for everyone, but not everyone will be able to understand it. Only those who have opened their hearts and souls to God's truth will receive the understanding offered to them. This is a decisive moment, a moment in which you must choose in your heart whether you are willing to walk the path of light or whether you will continue in the darkness of ignorance. October 11th will be a day of great revelation, and my purpose as your mother is to prepare your hearts, prepare your souls to receive the truth that is to come. This is a message of warning, of preparation, but it is also a message of hope. Heaven has not left us without guidance nor without protection. Although times are uncertain, divine light will always be with those who choose to follow it. This is the moment, my child. This is the moment to listen and prepare. It's not just a matter of passively waiting for what the future will bring. It's a matter of action. It's time to open your heart and allow divine light into your life, because what is to come is not something you can ignore. It is something that will define your destiny and the destiny of all those around you. So when October 11th arrives, my son, don't take it as just another day. This day will mark the beginning of something that will change your life forever. This is a warning, but it's also an invitation to wake up, to align yourself with divine will, to live according to the light that has been offered to you. And remember, my son, this call is for you, for your soul, for your future. The time of ignorance has passed. The time of revelation has arrived. My son, I want you to understand that it's not just October 11th that's at stake. It is the future of your soul and the destiny of those who have been touched by divine light. Heaven is not silent, nor is it distant from the events occurring here on earth. The heavens speak constantly, sending signs to those whose eyes are open and whose hearts are willing to listen. Today, many people look at the sky without seeing. Many see the stars, the moon, the sun, and think they are merely celestial bodies, astronomical phenomena with no greater meaning. But the sky has a greater purpose. Every celestial event, every change in the firmament has a divine message. October 11th will not just be an ordinary day. It will be the day a new cycle will be revealed to the world, the day heaven and earth will align to offer you a unique opportunity. You have been prepared, my child, to receive this message. What is to come will not be understood by everyone. Only those who have kept their souls pure, those who have been waiting for the divine sign, will understand the magnitude of what is about to happen. The warning I give you today is clear. October 11th is the final call for those who still have the opportunity to change, to align themselves with the light, and to prepare for what is to come. Many people look at the sky and see nothing but distant stars. But for those with spiritual eyes, the sky is full of signs, of messages that go beyond the physical. On October 11th, a special sign will be seen by those who are ready to receive it. It will be a sign that will not only illuminate the sky, but also their hearts. It is a reminder that we are not alone, that there is something much greater that guides and protects us. Heaven has sent this message because the time for purification has come. Humanity, through its choices, has strayed from its path. Darkness has grown, and now, on October 11th, the heavens will open to offer an opportunity for redemption. But this is an urgent call, my child. There will be no time for regrets later. There will be no time to look back and mourn what has been lost. The time is now. The signs from heaven, my child, are not just warnings, they are opportunities. October 11th will be a decisive day for those who have been waiting for a sign, for those who have been searching for answers. Don't be fooled. This is the time to act, to align yourself with the divine, to prepare for the days ahead. The sun, the moon, and the stars are all aligning to give you the opportunity to change, to take the path of light. But not everyone will be willing to listen. Not everyone will understand the magnitude of what is happening. But you, my child, who have been prepared, who have heard the divine call, must seize this opportunity. October 11th will mark the beginning of a new cycle, a cycle of purification, of renewal, but also of judgment. The warning is clear. This is the final moment for those who wish to align themselves with divine will. After this day, the coming changes will not be reversible. Heaven has spoken, and the opportunity for redemption is here, but only for those who choose to listen and prepare. This is the time to be brave, my son. This is the time to embrace the light, to prepare yourself spiritually for what is to come. The signs are clear, and there is no more time for indifference. October 11th will be the day when heaven will open its doors to those willing to walk in divine light. And you, my son, will be one of the few who will see the truth, and with it, the opportunity to change the course of your destiny. My son, you have heard the call, and now is the time to reflect deeply on your own heart and soul. October 11th is rapidly approaching, and the opportunity offered to you is not one to be taken lightly. This day will not only be a celestial event, but the result of your decisions, of what you have cultivated within. Spiritual preparation begins deep within you in your connection with the divine, and that preparation must be sincere and true. Each of us has the ability to choose, my child. The choice is before you, and there is no time to waste. The warning I have given you is not only a reminder of what is about to happen, it is an invitation to open your heart and prepare for the changes ahead. On October 11th, the sky will witness a massive awakening, but also a separation between those who have chosen the light and those who, out of fear or indifference, have remained in the darkness. Preparation is not just about waiting for the day, my child. It is about the inner readiness to receive the divine. Every passing moment is an opportunity to make a conscious choice, to embrace the light, to allow the truth into your life. The heart must be clean, free of resentment, fear, and selfishness. Only those with pure hearts and willing souls will be able to receive what is to come. This is a process of purification, my child. October 11th will be a day of great revelation, but also of great judgment. Each soul will be evaluated by what it has done with the gift of life it has been given. The question is not whether you will be saved, but whether you have prepared your heart to receive the salvation offered to you. Have you chosen to walk in the light? Have you left behind the shadows that bind you? Are you willing to face the truth, no matter how painful it may be, and embrace what will be revealed to you? Remember, my child, that the time for repentance is now. This is the moment to review your life, to look deep within your heart and see what you have truly done with the divine gift of life. Spiritual preparation is an act of deep introspection, of honesty with yourself. October 11th will not be a time to regret what you have not done, but an opportunity to take action now, to purify your soul and align it with the light. Divine light is not something that can be forced. It is not something imposed, but rather something that is received with an open heart. Spiritual preparation is an act of surrender, a willingness to let go of everything that no longer serves, everything that prevents the light from flowing freely in your life. This is a moment of liberation, my child. On October 11th, the universe will offer an opportunity to heal, to purify, to transform you. But that transformation will only be possible if you are willing to surrender yourself completely to the divine. Divine light is within everyone's reach, but not everyone will receive it. Those who choose to embrace it, those who choose to purify their heart and soul, will receive what is to come with peace and joy. But those who refuse to leave their shadows behind, those who are unwilling to open their hearts, will find that the day will be much more difficult than they imagined. Spiritual preparation is a continuous process, my child. October 11th is only the culmination of everything you have been experiencing up to this point. This day will not mark the end of your spiritual journey, but the beginning of a new stage. A stage in which you will live in alignment with divine light, in which your life will be a reflection of the truth you have received. The decision you make now, your willingness to open your heart and soul, will determine your future. Don't let fear stop you, my child. Don't let doubts obscure your path. The divine light is here. It is within you, waiting to be acknowledged. October 11th is your opportunity to make that connection, to accept the divine call and prepare for the transformation that will be offered to you. The time is now. The choice is yours. Are you ready to embrace the light? Are you ready to transform your life and the world around you? This is the time for reflection, my son. The time for preparation is now. October 11th is approaching, and your heart must be ready for what is to come. Prepare for revelation. Prepare for purification. Prepare to live in the light. My son, the warning has been given, and now is the moment of truth. October 11th won't just be another day, it will be the day that will define the future of your soul and the destiny of those around you. Heaven has already spoken, but what happens will depend on the decisions you make. The choice to walk in divine light is not something to be taken lightly. It is a decision that will affect your eternal life. This day will be a turning point for those who choose to open their hearts to the truth and prepare for what is to come. The time of indifference is over, my child. You cannot continue living in darkness without understanding the magnitude of what is being offered. Divine light is within everyone's reach, but not everyone will receive it. The opportunity to be transformed, to be renewed is here, and you are one of the chosen ones to heed this divine call. But now, you must decide. Will you walk in the light, or will you reject the opportunity that has been offered to you? The choice is yours, and that choice will determine your destiny. Don't think you can move forward without making this decision. Life is a reflection of the choices we make, and every choice you make has an impact on your soul and those around you. On October 11th, the heavens will open and souls will be confronted with their own truth. There will be no more room for doubt or putting off what must be done. This day is an opportunity to align yourself with the divine, to embrace the light, and leave behind the shadows that bind you. Remember, my child, that walking in the light is not just a matter of words, but of action. It is about living with love, compassion, honesty, and truth. It is about transforming your heart and your thoughts to reflect the divinity within you. Heaven has given you the opportunity to change, to be renewed, but this opportunity will only be seized by those who choose to walk in the light without fear, without reservation, with courage. It's easy to remain in the dark, my child. It's easy to stick with what's familiar, with what's comfortable, with what doesn't demand change. But that's not the life being offered to you. The life being offered to you is a life of transformation, of revelation, of spiritual ascension. October 11th is the day that life will be offered to you, but the decision to take it will be entirely yours. Heaven won't force you to take the path of light, but it will show you the way. The rest will depend on your willingness to walk it. This is the call, my child. The decision to walk in the light is in your hands. Don't let fear or uncertainty stop you. The divine light is more powerful than any shadow that may exist in your life. You have the power to choose, the power to transform your destiny, the power to open your heart to the divine and receive the blessing of transformation. Don't let this opportunity pass you by, because the time for indecision has come to an end. October 11th is the time to decide, the time to embrace the light. The heavens are aligned and the opportunity is before you. If you choose to walk in the light, you will witness a profound transformation in your life. If you choose to embrace divine truth, you will see doors that once seemed closed open before you. The light will not only illuminate your path, but it will also show you the truth of your soul, revealing your divine purpose in this world. My child, this is the time to take your place in the great divine plan. October 11th is a day of decision, a day on which you will choose how you want to live the rest of your life. Will you follow the path of light, or will you reject the divine call? The answer is in your heart, and it is that answer that will determine your eternal destiny. Always remember, my son, that this is a unique opportunity. Heaven is giving you the chance to change, to align yourself with the divine. Don't let fear or doubt deviate you from this path. The light is before you, and if you decide to walk in it, you will see how your life transforms in ways you cannot imagine. Do not stop. The light calls you, and it is time to follow it with all your being. My son, the decision to walk in the light is not an easy choice, and it should not be taken lightly. This is a path of purification, a process of internal cleansing that will allow you to fully embrace the divine light. It's not just about believing in the light, but about allowing that light to transform every corner of your being. October 11th will be a day of great revelation, but for that revelation to occur, you must be prepared, purified, and willing to let go of everything that prevents you from moving forward. The purification of the soul is not only an act of repentance, but a profound process of spiritual transformation. You must look within yourself, confront your own fears, doubts, and shadows. Only then will you be able to let go of everything that prevents you from moving toward the light. This process will not be easy, my child, but it is essential for you to receive the fullness of the divine light that is being offered to you. October 11th will not be a day where you can simply wait and passively receive what heaven gives you. This day will require your active participation. It will require you to cleanse your heart, to free yourself from anger, resentment, selfishness, and everything that separates you from divinity. Every negative thought, every action that is not in alignment with the light must be purified so that you can be fully prepared to receive divine revelation. This purification process affects not only your heart, but also your mind. The mind, my child, is the arena on which the spiritual battle is fought. You must be willing to free yourself from thoughts of doubt, fear, judgment, and everything that does not reflect God's love and truth. Spiritual purification begins in the mind, because it is through thoughts that the soul is guided. If your thoughts are aligned with the light, your heart will be as well. Remember, my child, that purification is not a process that can be carried out superficially. It is not enough to change the external or pretend that everything is fine. Purification is an act of honesty with yourself. It is an internal willingness to let go of everything that has kept you trapped in darkness. This is the time to release your emotional burdens, to forgive, to free yourself from all the weight you have been carrying for so long. Only when your soul is free of these burdens will you be able to receive the divine light in its entirety. This purification process also requires you to confront the shadows within yourself. We all have aspects of our being that we prefer not to see, parts of us that we are ashamed of or that we don't want to face. But my child, it is essential that you confront those shadows, that you bring them to the light. Only when you do so will you be truly free. Divine light not only illuminates the exterior, but also penetrates the deepest part of your being, healing hidden wounds and transforming everything that is not in harmony with the divine. This is the path of purification, my child. It is not an easy path, but it is the path you must take if you wish to receive the fullness of the light. Do not be afraid of what you will find within yourself. Every shadow you face is an opportunity to heal, to grow, to draw closer to divinity. And when your soul is purified, when your mind is aligned with divine truth, you will be able to receive the light in its entirety without obstacles or resistance. October 11th will be a day of great revelation, but that revelation will only be fully received by those who have prepared their souls. Divine light cannot enter a heart filled with darkness. That is why you must purify yourself now, my child. This is the time to free yourself from everything that prevents you from moving forward. This is the time to let go of the past, to forgive those who have hurt you, to heal the emotional and spiritual wounds you have been carrying. Always remember that spiritual purification is an ongoing process. It's not something you can do once and then forget about. Every day is an opportunity to purify your soul, to align yourself more with the divine light, to let go of everything that doesn't serve you. Purification is a daily practice, a constant commitment to living according to divine principles. And October 11th will be the day that practice reaches its culmination, the day you will fully receive the divine light. My son, this is the call. October 11th is a day of purification, revelation, and transformation. But for that transformation to occur, you must be prepared. You must purify your soul, free yourself from everything that has kept you away from the light. Only then will you be able to receive the fullness of the divine light that is offered to you. This is the time to prepare yourself, to purify your being, to align your heart and mind with divine truth. My son, now that you are in the process of purification, it's important for you to understand that what's happening within you is much deeper than you imagine. Purification isn't just a physical act or a simple spiritual practice. It's a complete transformation of your being. It's the rebirth of your soul, a process that will allow you to leave behind the old and receive the new, the divine, what has been promised to you. And for that transformation to occur, you must be willing to embrace all aspects of your being, even those that are most difficult for you to accept. Divine light not only illuminates your thoughts or your words, my child, but it transforms your heart and soul. This is a spiritual rebirth. Just as the sun illuminates the darkness of the night, divine light will illuminate the deepest shadows of your being. But for that light to enter and work, you must be willing to release everything that binds you to the past, everything that prevents you from growing and evolving spiritually. This process of inner transformation is not easy, my child. There will be times when you will feel vulnerable, when you will feel old wounds, fears, and doubts resurface. But you must understand that this is part of the process. Spiritual transformation requires you to face those shadows within yourself and bring them to light. It is a healing process, a process that will free you from the emotional and spiritual burdens you have carried for so long. Remember, my child, that every pain, every difficulty you face in this process is an opportunity to grow. It is an opportunity to release the old energies that limit you. Divine light is guiding you through this healing process, and although it may not always be easy, you must trust that each step you take brings you closer to the truth you are destined to receive. October 11th will be a day of revelation, but that revelation will not be complete without this inner transformation. To receive the divine, you must be willing to be renewed, to let go of the past, and to embrace the new life that is being offered. This is a spiritual rebirth, my child. What is coming is not just an external revelation. It is an internal transformation that will change the way you see the world, how you see yourself, and how you relate to others. Don't be afraid of this process. Spiritual transformation doesn't mean you'll lose who you are, but rather that you will become something greater, something purer, something more divine. Divine light doesn't come to destroy you, but to uplift you, to purify you, to make you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. And when you allow yourself to be transformed, you will see how your life begins to align with divine will, how everything that previously seemed uncertain or confusing will begin to make sense. Inner transformation not only affects your spiritual being, my child, it will also impact your actions and your daily life. When you purify and renew yourself spiritually, you will be able to live according to divine principles more easily. The decisions you make will be guided by divine wisdom. Peace and compassion will flow naturally from your heart. Relationships that were previously conflictive or difficult will begin to heal because you will be living with a new energy, an energy that radiates light and love. This spiritual rebirth is preparation for the revelation that will come on October 11th. Only those who have prepared themselves internally, who have allowed the divine light to transform their being, will be able to receive the truth in its fullness. October 11th will not just be an external revelation, it will be the culmination of all you have worked on internally. It will be the day you will receive the truth you have so long sought, the wisdom that will guide you to live in alignment with the divine. Always remember, my child, that spiritual transformation is not something that happens immediately, but rather an ongoing process. Each day is an opportunity to continue purifying your soul, to further align yourself with the divine light. The spiritual life is a path of constant growth, evolution, and unconditional love. And this process of inner transformation is only the beginning of what is to come. October 11th will be a day of revelation and transformation, my child. But that transformation begins now. It begins in your heart, in your soul, and is reflected in everything you do. This is the path of spiritual rebirth you have begun, and the divine light will be with you every step of the way. My child, as you advance on this path of purification and transformation, you will face moments of trial that will test your faith. Faith is not simply a passive belief. It is an active force, a power that sustains you when the shadows seem to approach, when doubts and fears seek to take control of your heart. On this spiritual journey, faith will be your most reliable companion, but also your greatest challenge. It's easy to have faith when things are going well, when the light is clear and the path seems simple. But true faith is tested in the darkness, when you can't see the future, when you can't understand why you're going through what you're experiencing. October 11th will be a pivotal day, my child. It will be a day of revelation, but it will also be a day of judgment for those who have doubted, for those who have not kept their faith firm in the divine path. Faith is not just a passing hope. It is a deep trust that, even when you don't understand what is happening, God's love will always guide you to what is right. Faith is not about hoping things will turn out the way you want them to, but about trusting that, in the end, everything has a divine purpose. I have spoken to you about purification, my son, and about the internal transformation you are undergoing, but this process is not easy. There will be times when you will be tempted to give up, times when the trials will seem overwhelming. But it is in those moments that your faith will be most important. Faith will give you the strength to keep going, even when external circumstances do not match what you expected. Faith is what keeps you steadfast on the path when everything seems uncertain. Remember, my child, that the divine light will always be with you. No matter how dark things get, the light never completely goes out. There is always a glimmer of hope, always a spark of divine love waiting to be embraced. And that spark, that light, is what will allow you to overcome any obstacle, any challenge you face in your life. This is the purpose of faith, my child. It is not just a comfort in difficult times, but a transforming force that drives you forward. Faith allows you to see beyond the immediate, giving you the perspective to understand that every trial has a purpose. And although you won't always understand the path you're following, you must trust that it is the right path, the path to truth, peace, and revelation. October 11th will mark a moment of revelation for many, but it will also be a day of judgment for those who have doubted, for those who have not had faith in the divine path. The light will be revealed, and those who have been walking in darkness will have the opportunity to choose to embrace it. But that choice will not be easy, my child. It requires faith, it requires courage. And if you have not kept your faith, if you have not been prepared for the trial, it will be more difficult for you to embrace the light. Therefore, my child, I urge you to keep your faith steadfast. No matter what you face, no matter what the future brings, faith is what will give you the strength to keep going, to trust that the divine plan is at work, even when you cannot see everything that is happening. Faith gives you peace. It gives you the assurance that, in the end, everything will align with the divine. Always remember that faith is a constant practice. It's not something you acquire all at once, but something you cultivate day by day through your thoughts, words, and actions. Faith is a seed that must be continually watered for it to grow and strengthen. The more you nourish it, the stronger it will become. And when trials come, your faith will sustain you, guide you, and lead you to the truth waiting to be revealed. This is the time to strengthen your faith, my child. October 11th is approaching, and this will be the day your faith will be put to the test. Are you ready to face that test with courage? Are you willing to walk in the light even when the path is uncertain? Faith will be your most faithful companion on this journey, and it is through it that you will overcome any challenge you face. My child, the path to revelation is not just a journey of external preparation, but rather a profound journey into the interior of your soul. Divine light is received not only with the eyes, but with the heart. October 11th will be a day when spiritual truth will be revealed, but that revelation can only be received by those who have fully opened their hearts to it. This is a decisive moment, my child, because accepting divine truth requires your total willingness to receive what will be given to you, even when that truth is not what you expected or desired. Divine truth, my child, is more than words. It is a transformative reality that affects every aspect of your being. This is the true test for you, to accept the truth without resistance, without fear. We all seek answers, but true wisdom comes from accepting the truth as it is, without embellishment or expectations. It is not about what you want or expect to happen, but about what God has planned for you, what is truly best for your soul and your divine purpose. This process of acceptance is not easy, my child. Divine truth is sometimes uncomfortable, challenging, even painful, because it reveals the parts of ourselves we would rather ignore. But it is in that act of acceptance, in that moment when we surrender to the divine, that we find true freedom. Truth is not a burden, but a liberation. It frees you from the burdens you carry, from the fears and doubts that darken your soul. And by accepting that truth, you align yourself with divine will, allowing the light to penetrate every corner of your being. October 11th will be a day of revelation, yes, but that revelation will depend on how you receive the truth. Are you willing to accept what heaven reveals to you, without resistance, without fighting against the divine? Accepting spiritual truth is one of the most difficult parts of the journey, because it requires you to let go of your own desires and ego and allow God's will to be fulfilled in your life. It is an act of humility, trust, and faith. Remember, my child, that divine light not only illuminates you in times of calm, but also guides you in times of darkness. And for that light to guide you, you must be willing to accept everything it entails. You cannot cherry-pick just what you like about divine truth. You must accept it in its entirety. Every revelation, every truth given to you is part of the divine plan, and by accepting it, you align yourself with God's purpose for you. The truth won't always be easy to understand. There will be times when you won't understand why certain things happen to you, or why the path seems so difficult. But you must always remember that divine truth is not measured by your human understanding, but by its eternal impact on your soul. By accepting the divine, you free yourself from uncertainty and find peace. This peace comes not from understanding everything, but from trusting that the divine has a perfect plan for you, a plan that is greater than any challenge or trial you face. This is the moment, my child, to embrace the truth without fear, to accept what heaven has prepared for you. Don't seek answers only in what you see, but also in what you feel. Divine truth resonates in the depths of your being, in your soul, and it is there that you must seek guidance. The divine light is waiting to be accepted by you so that it may transform you, so that you may live according to God's will. Always remember that October 11th will be a crucial day, but true preparation does not consist of passively waiting for what will come, but in being willing to accept what heaven has for you without hesitation, without resistance. That is the path to truth, and that is the path to salvation. My child, once you accept divine truth in your life, you will begin to see profound changes in your being, not only spiritually but also in the way you live, think, and feel. Truth is not merely abstract knowledge, it is a living force that transforms everything it touches. By accepting divine light, your soul will be renewed, your hardened hearts will be softened, and your mind will be illuminated with heavenly wisdom. Accepting truth is the beginning of a new life, a life aligned with the divine, and that life is what will lead you to eternal peace. This process of spiritual transformation will not happen immediately, my child. It is a path that unfolds step by step, with each passing day, with each decision you make, with each thought you choose to entertain. Do not think that the transformation will be easy, because, as I have told you before, divine light brings with it purification, and purification can be a painful process. There will be times when you will feel vulnerable, when old wounds of the soul will surface and challenge you. But always remember, my child, that everything that is purified to become greater and stronger. Spiritual transformation is a rebirth, and all rebirth requires letting go of the old to make way for the new. By opening your heart and soul to divine light, you will begin to see the world differently. The truth, my child, not only changes you, it also changes how you see others. People, situations, and challenges that once seemed difficult to understand or handle will now take on new meaning. You will see divinity in all things. You will see the opportunity to heal and help in every experience, no matter how small. This spiritual transformation will lead you to see beauty in what previously seemed insignificant, to find peace even in the midst of storms. What divine light brings is much more than comfort. It brings clarity, wisdom, and understanding. You will begin to understand the purpose behind every trial you face, to see divine meaning in everything around you. Spiritual transformation is a process of awakening, an awakening that affects not only you, but also those close to you. Your life, your actions, your words will begin to reflect the peace and divine love you have received, and in doing so, you will be touching the lives of others in a profound way. This is the power of divine truth, my child. It is a transformative force that not only changes your life, but also changes the world around you. As you advance on this path of transformation, you will realize that October 11th will not only be a day of revelation for you, but also for those around you. Your faith, your light, your love will be a guide for others. And by sharing what you have learned, by living according to the truth, you will be contributing to the global transformation that is taking place. But always remember, my child, that this process is ongoing. Spiritual transformation is not a one-time event. It is a journey that continues every day, with every decision, with every action. By accepting the divine light, you have begun a path without end, a path toward eternal peace, toward union with the divine. And every day that you follow this path, you will see more and more changes in your life. You will become more compassionate, wiser, more loving. And that is true spiritual transformation, the ability to live in accordance with the divine light, reflecting God's peace and love in everything you do. October 11th will be a day of revelation, yes, but that revelation will only be complete for those who have begun this process of transformation. The truth cannot be fully received if you have not worked to purify your heart and mind, to align your life with the divine. So continue moving forward, my child. Do not stop. Every step you take on the path of light brings you closer to the truth, closer to peace, closer to your divine purpose. Spiritual transformation is underway, and you are part of it. My child, this has been a journey of revelation, a journey of awakening, purification, and transformation. You have received the divine call, you have been touched by the heavenly light, and now the moment of truth has arrived. What heaven has prepared for you is a destiny filled with light, love, and peace, but it is also marked by the decision you make now. October 11th will be the turning point in your life, the day the truth will be revealed, but only for those who have prepared their souls, who are willing to embrace the divine light with their whole being. Your spiritual journey does not end here, my child. This is only the beginning of a new life, a life aligned with the divine, a life filled with purpose and peace. Every step you take on the path toward the light will be a step toward transformation, not only of your life, but of humanity itself. You are a spark of light in this world, and that light has the power to illuminate others, to heal the wounds of the soul, to bring peace and love to a world that so desperately needs it. This is the time to act, my child. October 11th will be a day of great revelation, but it will only be fulfilled for those who have made the decision to walk in the light. There is no more time for indecision or passivity. Spiritual transformation requires action. It requires courage. It requires a constant commitment to live according to the truth that has been revealed to you. And when you do so, when you decide to live with faith, with love, and with light, you will see how everything in your life begins to align with the divine purpose that God has for you. The divine light guides you, my child. The path lies before you, filled with blessings and challenges, but always guided by the light of truth. Now, with all you have learned, with all you have received, it is time to take the next step. Revelation is near, but remember, true transformation is not an event, it is an ongoing process. You have the opportunity to change your life and the world through the light you have received. And that is the divine calling, to walk in the light, live in the light, and be a light to others. Don't stop now. October 11th will be a powerful day, but what really matters is what you do with the power you have been given. It is time to be brave, my child. Heaven is with you, and divine light will guide you every step of the way. This is just the beginning of the life that awaits you, a life of love, peace, and divine transformation. Heavenly Father, I thank you for your infinite light that has guided me on this path of revelation and transformation. I thank you for having shown me the truth, for having given me the opportunity to walk in your light, and for the divine love that surrounds me every day. Today I come before you with humility and gratitude, knowing that my soul has been touched by your presence, but also knowing that the spiritual journey is long and full of challenges. I ask you, Lord, to continue guiding me, to continue illuminating me at every step, and that at all times you give me the strength and wisdom to walk in the light. I pray, Lord, that you purify my heart and soul. May every shadow, every doubt, and every fear that dwells within me be dispelled by your divine love. I ask that you help me free myself from dark and negative thoughts, from the bonds of the past, and from any burden that prevents me from living fully in your will. Help me embrace the truth you have given me, even if it is sometimes difficult to understand, because I know that your truth is the only one that will lead me to true peace. Lord, may my soul always be open to your word. May my heart be a reflection of your light and your unconditional love. May I be a beacon of hope and compassion for others. May I share the light you have given me with all those who cross my path. I ask you to give me the courage to face the trials that come, to give me the courage to live with faith, even when I don't see the path clearly. May my life be a testimony of your love, Lord, and may, through my actions, others see your light. I also ask you, Lord, to continue purifying and transforming me. May this transformation not be merely momentary, but a continual renewal of my being. Help me understand that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to draw closer to you, and to reflect your peace in the world. I commit my life, my thoughts, my actions, and my decisions to you. All that I am and all that I have, I commit to you, Lord, with gratitude and humility. May October 11th be just a milestone on my journey, Lord. May that day be not only a revelation, but a spiritual rebirth, a day when my life fully aligns with your divine will. I ask you to strengthen me to be courageous on this path, that I may never lack faith and that I may always find comfort in your presence. Thank you, Lord, for your infinite love, for your guidance, and for the opportunity to walk in the light you have given me. Amen.